The place is extremely haunted.
We started walking through the school and things immediately started happening.
He was terrified that maybe this thing would attack him or his family.
I had to get my kids out of there. This was not human. Scared the hell out of me.
My ghost story began when I started working at an abandoned school in South Park, PA. I'm a private contractor, and I get called out a lot of times to go in and clean up old buildings, take out asbestos, broken glass, whatnot. Never had any problems. I've never been afraid in any of those places at all. Then I received a call to come in and clean up the Broughton School in Pittsburgh. It was just an old musty building, a lot of damage, broken up computers, things like that. The initial building was involved in a miners' strike in the 1800s. There was a riot between union and non-union miners. And when the gunfire broke out, the kids were still in class, huddled in the corners, trying to avoid the gunfire. The gunfire lasted a day and a half. The building was so badly torn up that they had to tear it down, and they built the building that we have now. And it's just a really eerie-looking building. All the windows are boarded up, and over the years, people have put graffiti all over the place. I was there working for a few weeks, and I was up on the second floor cleaning up some glass, and I heard a commotion on the end of the hallway. So I got up and looked out. There's nothing there, and I went back to doing my work. And I hear, again, footsteps. So I got up, and this time walked out into the hallway to see what was going on. And the footsteps started to come down the hallway a little bit faster and faster until it came to a full run and came directly down the hallway, past me, through the double doors, down the stairwell, and right then, I said, whatever was there, I said, I'm sorry I bothered you, and I left the building right away. It wasn't something I've ever experienced or was expecting, and to have the footsteps come right at me and not see anybody there, it scared the heck out of me. I stayed away for about 2 weeks before I went back and worked again, until I got some other guys to come and, help out working in there. I felt a lot more secure with people with me. At first, they just thought I was losing my mind or something, until they experienced the things themselves. You'd hear people talking all around you. There'd be nobody there at all. You could feel like somebody watching you. Doors would open and close. If I'd shut them all, I'd come back, they'd be open, and vice versa. So I took a camera and set it up upstairs on a garbage can. I shut the double doors, and I chained them and locked them as I went downstairs to work, because I figured nobody can bother it because I have the doors locked. Nobody can play a joke on me. At the end of the day, went up there, got the camera. I noticed one of the classroom doors was open. I thought maybe I forgot to close that one. But when I got home and I reviewed the camera, that's when I noticed that the door did open by itself. It comes all the way around very slowly and gets about a foot from the wall, and then it slams into the wall like somebody violently pushes it. I thought the glass was gonna blow out the door. It slammed so hard. Couldn't believe what I was seeing. There's nothing above or below the door. After going through so many times, I had to finally come to the realization that I wasn't losing my mind, that this was real. I had some friends come in and do their own little mini investigation. There's some cameras and things, and they set up a doll on a chair to see if they could get any kind of movement or anything. They were sitting there recording. They never noticed the chair actually spins by itself. There's no reason for it to move like that at all. After that, you can hear a child very clearly. She says, "Please don't leave me." It was really frightening to hear this child that I know now is in the school. It's also heartbreaking that they're trapped or they're just lost. They don't know where to go.
I heard of the story of the school through Dawn. My family and I have always been really into history. My kids' age range are from 9 to 17, and they were all interested because they knew it was an old abandoned school. Don unlocked everything for us, and he just let us go by ourselves. If we did catch anything or see anything, we wanted to make sure we got it documented. So I brought a digital camera with me and a digital recorder. We started walking through the school, and things immediately started happening. We started hearing little giggling coming towards the door. As soon as we left the room, my kids were behind me, and I could see a very bright light reflecting off the walls. So I turned around, and above my oldest son's head was this white mist/light that just kind of glowed. My son freaked out. He just kind of pinned himself against the wall, and he couldn't move. We were so freaked, we actually ran down the hall and walked into the gym. There was more fear in that room than there was in the rest of the school. All my kids at the same time said, "Daddy, there's something over there in that corner." And I was looking and I was trying to squint, and finally it came to us. My kids screamed. I was scared to death. This was not human. It was a wide-bodied creature of some sort. It had its arm stretched out. We were all frozen, just staring at this demon. We didn't know what to do. And then the head moved slightly, warning us maybe, I don't know. But that's exactly how we took it. I had to get my kids out of there. I've been in a lot of haunted places, but that was the first place that ever scared the hell out of me. And I won't go back.
When I initially saw Brian's photographs, my first reaction was I was really glad it wasn't me. He told me he was terrified that maybe this thing would attack him or his family. That was the most frightening evidence out of all of it. And it shows that the place is extremely haunted.
I don't think the energy can leave. So many people died so violently. You got the miners shot, you got the children dying in the gun battle. The spirits are trapped there. I think maybe that's why we got so much reaction that night from the children, because I had my children in there with me. Maybe they were stuck there and they thought class was still going on. We just don't know.
I was skeptical for a long time, but after you see something really move on its own, you completely think different. I believe in ghosts now.
When you see something that's not natural, like we did in that gym, that changes your whole outlook on everything. The way it made me feel, the way it scared my kids. I realized then there was true evil in the world.
After seeing the video of the door opening up, the picture of the demon, Brian's son having that happen to him, I just want to get this job done and get out of the building. I don't have any intentions on going back.